Check one, two, three. Oh, I think you guys can hear me, right? Let me see. I'm
Check
not.
one, two, three.
Oh, I think you guys can hear me, right? Okay, if there's an echo, then that means you can hear me. Let me see. I'm
Check
not.
one, two, three.
Oh, all right. I got it. I got it. Don't worry. I got it. So I need to do that. That.
Oh,
All. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Let me see. All right. Okay. Hello. 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 Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Okay. Hi, Yvonne Clark, Ethan's husband, Kate Herrera. Let's see who else is here. Lottie G. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Lottie. Yeah. So I'm away from home again, and I have a relative that's having surgery tomorrow. So we have all come together to rally and support. So tomorrow, I don't know what time, but yeah, maybe tomorrow work. I think the surgery is going to go fine, so I'm not so worried. But just as a precaution, we're all here to. And you know how some people are like terrified of the doctor or doctors, and so for that reason, we're all coming together to rally and support. Now, that being said, every surgery is risky, but um, I think he'll be fine. I think the reason that they're doing it is because they think that it should make a difference. So otherwise, the bad news would be if they didn't want to do anything at all. But and that was a possibility. But he decided to fight for his life, and so far he's been doing well. So we're going to rally and support, and yeah, and that's what we'll do. But I'm just forever the optimist, and I like to be very optimistic about stuff like that because I think that if you start panicking and you start, wringing your hands and stuff like that, then it just makes it worse for the person who's actually ill or having surgery or whatever. So, but anyway, I got here safe. It looks like it's gonna rain now, but other than that, I am good. And all I've had to eat today was cookies. So I need to eat something eventually, but I'm just like a little bit too wound up. And if I keep eating cookies, then I won't want any real food. So I need to eat something real before I get like a tummy ache or something like that. So, hello, Connie Balmer. Yes, thank you for the prayers, everyone. Um, Hi, Sonia Johnson, Kate Herrera, Alita Portress, Karen, Donna Reese, yes. And who else is here? Denise Jones, Lydia Washington, um, Where is Church Nelly? Is Church Nelly here? Who else is here? Sheila Watson, CP, Marcy Foreman. Hello, welcome. If I sound a little hollowed out, it's because I don't have my regular microphone. But um, the other thing is, it was just nice to get away from home, and I was just with my family last month, was it? And so I'm like, yeah, of course I'll come back for the surgery. So I was glad to come back, actually. So this is a good thing. And plus, as we get older, we really, if it's at all possible, hello, Black Queen, my superhero. I hope you have your cape on. Black Queen, my superhero. Actually, I have a few superheroes in the squad, and I do thank you all for that. And believe me, it didn't go unnoticed. I didn't actually know to the extent until I had to go back and take a look. But I don't want to get into all that who shot John, but that's why I was asking about Church Nellie. That's another one of my heroes. I'm like, okay, maybe she forgot her switchblade because Church Nellie likes to keep a switchblade in her shoe. At least I think she does. That's what. somehow I picture Church Nellie being the one that has the switchblade in the shoe. I'm just saying figuratively, but oh man. Okay, I'm so bad. But yeah, so anyway, and mostly I'm just checking in with you guys and I'm not going to stay on long, but oh, let's see. But I mean, a day like today, I did not want to miss out on that. I was just like, wow, how could this be happening? That the Duchess of Sussex just wowed everybody, right? Anyway, that was my thumbnail from yesterday, and I thought it was so much fun. Someone asked me, "Do you really have a chicken head back there?" I say, "Yeah. What about it?" If there's a chicken head in the family, of course there's a chicken head back there. Oh, what's that, Sheila Watson? Oh my goodness, a biopsy on Friday. Oh, we're definitely going to have to pray for that one. Yeah, and the worst part about it is I think you have to wait a long time for the results. Um, yeah, and we've had like um, quite a few illnesses running through the family as of late. So, but you guys, it's all a part of us getting older, isn't it? um, that we have to look after one another, and it's very important. And that's why I always say I got very angry with someone one time. I had a hernia. My hernia slipped, and once it slipped out, it was only the one time this hernia had affected me, right? And then when that muscle pinched it, that's where the pain came from, right? And I was so angry with a friend of mine because I was just like, I don't feel well. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, go to the hospital. Let me know what the doctors say. I'm like, what? So I just hung up the phone, right? But see, after I got better, which that surgery was just like a slam dunk. Sometimes the wall in your, muscles can be weak or whatever, and that bowel just slips out. And when your muscle tightens, that's where the pain comes from with a hernia. And so I, told him, I said, you know what? At this point, I think I was like over 40. And I told him, I said, anytime someone of a certain age tells you you don't feel well, you don't just talk on the phone. I said, you're in the neighborhood, you come and look at my face. You come and look at my face, and then you decide if it's just, oh, just let me know what the doctors say. You know what I mean? I was furious. I was furious. And I promised myself, if this fool ever ever has any kind of problem like that, I will return it tenfold. And I get a picture one day from the emergency room, right? He's laying in the emergency room and trying to sop up all the attention possible. I'm like, okay, he's at the emergency room. He's obviously stable. And so I decided to pay it back. I said, yeah, let me know what the doctors say. Click. Do you know how long I waited for that moment? Now, I'm not recommending anybody do anything like that. I don't think it's the right thing to do, but I was furious. And I am a Scorpio. So, of course, I'm sorry, I'm not really looking at the comments. I'm just kind of looking out the window right now. I've never had a workspace where I'm just like looking out the window, but I'm sorry. Let me go to your comments. I saw this one. Thank you so much for that, Lydia Washington. Thank you for always being a constant source of support. Hello there, Alita Porter says, praying continuously. Thank you. Yeah, pray for all squatties. Pray for all squatties. That's what we do. We pray for each other. And if I ever tell you guys that I don't feel well, please, please come and look me in the face. Otherwise, I promise you. Oh man, I know that was yes. The hernia was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Oh my goodness! And you know what, guys? I was making dinner, and I was boiling some carrots, and I felt this sharp pain, and I couldn't stand up. I couldn't sit down. And when I went to the emergency room, I can't believe I'm going to tell you guys this story. But when I went to the emergency room, I was in so much pain. And so they gave me morphine, right? And they were like, well, how is that working out for you? I'm just like, it hurts. It hurts, right? And so I, um, I was just like rolling back and forth. I was literally shaking. I was shaking because I was in so much pain. And then finally, they came back and they said, well, we'll give you this. And I don't know what it was, but I call it wee, wee. And I'll tell you why I call it wee. Because after I got that next painkiller, it was like my head just kind of rolled to the side and I couldn't feel anything. I could not feel anything. I felt so good. It was like two big, burly hospital people came, like the orderlies or whatever you call it. It seems like they just came and took the front of the bed and the foot of the bed and just spun it around. And I was like, wee, wee. I don't. And then when I went to the X-ray, they say, "Are you able to stand up?" You know how those missiles come out of the submarine and they just like punch through the water and fly up. That's how I jumped off the gurney. Before the guy knew it, I was standing next to him. I said, "Yep, I was on my feet." That's how good I felt. So if you ever go to the hospital, find out if I find out the name, I'll tell you what it was they gave me. But it was something stronger than morphine. But please don't go there and say, "Do you have weed?" That's not going to cut it. You got to give them a name. But whatever it was, I was like, okay, I get it. I can see why people mess around with that stuff. I get it. So, Georgia Walker, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. And happy Monday to you. And again, if I find out whatever that we was, yes, we. Oh man. Uh yeah, well, let me see here. What do we got here? Okay, what is that you're saying, Black Queen? Extremely sorry for your multiple tragic losses of your. Well, Oh, that's for someone else. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That was for someone else. All right. I'm just making sure. Okay. Oh, let me see. Sorry in the hospital. So Sheila Watson, you lost your brother? Uh, multiple. You lost your brothers. I know the pain of losing siblings. I'm so sorry. Was that recent? I'm so sorry. I didn't know about that. Oh my goodness. Yeah. A loss of any kind, boy, doesn't that leave a hollow feeling? But one thing I noticed is that the people that have gone before, I always feel that connection, like they're there with me. It's like it's always that feeling of having them with me, you know? Oh my goodness. In June and one in September. Oh, that was very, very close. I experienced something like that a year apart from one another. And I thought I was okay. And I actually had panic attacks. And I didn't know what panic attacks were. And because I was holding so much in, so yeah, when that happens, just make sure you're addressing things. Don't delay. If you need to seek some help or if you need to talk to someone, prayer is good, a place to start, but you need to talk to someone because when something like that happens, where you lose like more than one person, I mean, one person can be tragic enough, but losing two, you feel like your whole world is closing in on you and you really need some type of counseling. And my doctor, my MD, when I told him what happened, he was like, "You need to talk to the psychologist." And I didn't think it was a big deal. I was just like, I mean, of course, I thought it was a big deal, but I was trying to, to function, to function. I mean, I had a really bad injury one day, and I actually tried to go to work until I realized I couldn't. So I'm, you know how I work, but I thought I was okay, but I wasn't. I wasn't, and it wasn't until someone literally put their hand on my shoulder and was like, "Nope, do this." And I was so glad I did. But I was like, trying to function in spite of everything. And maybe I was just in shock or something. So if you feel like you need to talk to someone, not not even if you feel like it, please do. Just please do. You choose who that person is, but someone that's not as close to you, because that's they may be going through feelings of their own that they're not showing. So if you can, if that is possible for you, I just recommend that you please reach out to someone just to make sure that there may be something that they can see that nobody else is seeing, because and they're professionals. That's what they're there for. So that's my recommendation. But I hope I'm not pushing in too much by saying that, but I just think it's a good idea. Okay. um well, Kate Herrera is here. uh Mary Jane Pimentel. Oh wow, I don't think I've ever seen your name here before. Um, Let me see. Patricia Witherspoon is here. Nice. Myra V is here. Welcome, Myra. Mascara is here. Glorietta. Hi, Glorietta. Sharon Davis. Okay, cookies and cream. I love the way we take care of each other around here. That's really great. I do love that. I love that. Fatima Ba. Hello. Okay. Let me see. Iris had two. I'm sorry. Let me see that. Baron Iris had two very recent. Is that TWO2? Very recent loss in her life. Or a fiance. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Gosh, and after the pandemic and everything, it's just like, oh, can there anything else, Uh, I mean, but we're all stronger than we know, but we still need people. We definitely need people. There's just no getting past that. Let me see. Panic attacks are scary. In grad school, I had to cut back on classes. Yeah, you feel like you can't breathe. You feel like you cannot breathe. Oh, by the way, let me get these weirdos off the screen. I'm sorry. You feel like you can't breathe, and you feel like um, I can't describe it. I can't describe what a panic attack feels like. I just know you feel like you can't breathe. You feel like everything is like closing in or whatever. And I just remember going out to get some air. And it would strike me at times I didn't think about it. I don't think I've ever really talked about this before, but it would strike me at times when, like, I was at a movie theater and I got up and left because I felt like I couldn't breathe. I was at a barber shop one time getting my hair cut, and I'm like, "Oh, can you please call an ambulance for me?" I'm just like, "I can't breathe." That happened to me for, I would say, at least 2 years, I think, driving. Anything that I found myself, waking up out of my sleep. Um, yeah, gosh, it's been so long, but yeah, that is how it happened. It was at the times I least expected, and it was because I was dealing with grief and didn't know it, and I found myself. I I think I had gone like maybe. I think I had gone like 6 months without. I had gone through funeral and everything and did not shed a single tear. And then 6 months later, that was when the grief came crashing down on me. But even after that, there was still the panic attacks. And then just mysteriously, as they showed up, they went away. So that was my experience with the panic attacks. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, not even the person who didn't come to see if I was okay when I had my hernia. I wouldn't wish that on that punk. Okay. So let me look at some more comments here, and then we will talk about Polo. Again, I'm not going to stay on too long, but let me see. Karen, you had panic attacks? After my pneumonia, I used to take a paper bag, take a paper bag to bed at night just in case I had another one. So that's like the what do you call it? Hyperventilating or whatever, and you just breathe into the bag. Oh my goodness. I don't ever want to go through that again. And I when I realized that they were panic attacks, I would say to myself, there's nothing wrong, there's nothing wrong. I would try to talk myself through it and pulling over to get out the car, trying to catch my breath. And I wasn't even out of breath. That's this weird thing about it is you're trying to catch your breath, but you're not out of breath anyway. So what a crazy, crazy experience. Yeah, and it's been so long, I almost forget that ever happened. But then when I started thinking about it, I'm just like, oh yeah, there was a time at the movies, the barber shop, waking up out of my sleep, that kind of stuff, driving my car, panic attack, that kind of stuff. And nothing, I couldn't think of anything that actually triggered me in that moment, just that it suddenly happened. I can't even tell you, okay, well, I saw a picture of this, or I can't tell you that it was anything in particular going on. It's just when it was ready to happen, it happened. And there was nothing I could do about it. So, oh, thank you, Connie. Yeah, it was, oh gosh, I was in my 20s when that happened. Yeah, I was in my 20s when that happened. But it was like a series of losses in the family one after the other. And I talked to my aunt about it one day. And she told me how all the losses that we had suffered in our family had affected her. And it was like a relief because I thought I was the only one in the family that was affected like that. But she was like, "Oh no, my doctor had me get medication and stuff like that, and I went on a medication. I think I tried like three different things, and um, I forgot when I stopped taking the medication, but I think I took medication for about a year, and it helped. It helped. I mean, I didn't like the way it made me feel, but I couldn't do the panic attacks anymore. And then by the time I stopped taking the medication, the panic attacks had gone away. So, but yeah, well, thank you guys for letting me talk about this because I rarely ever talk about it. And I guess I was trying to distance myself from it as much as I could because it, I didn't like the vulnerable feeling that I had when those were happening, where it was felt like I couldn't function, and that it was like a overwhelming feeling of fear, like you can't breathe, and I'm just like, oh, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. So weird, so weird. So yeah, if you never had a panic attack, that's my description of it. I don't know if other people have different symptoms, but that was my thing. Totally physically nothing wrong with me, but at the same time, I thought I was not going to live another moment. So, okay. So is Church Nelly here? Church Nelly, there you are, my hero. Church Nelly, I thought you was gonna pull your switchblade out of your shoe the other day, but are we good? You're not gonna hurt anybody? Oh, hello, Ivy here. Ivy is here. I hope you guys watched Ivy from Sunday. Ivy's here. Mo Shannon is here. Let me see. Narina is here. Thank you. Welcome, one and all. Well, if you guys just joined us, we have been talking about panic attacks and the losses that some of us have suffered. So get in if you like. I'm going to start with some slides here. Oh, got a new member. Uh oh, Lord have mercy. Let me see. Okay, new member. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, new member, you're still there, right? Let me do this just to make sure. New member's still there. Okay, I almost put a star on your name, and last time I put a star on someone, um, I don't think they've been back yet. Katerina Kemp. Katerina Kemp is a member of Royal Sussex. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Okay. All right. I don't think I've had a new member in a while. Gosh, that sounds funny saying that, doesn't it? A new member. I don't think I've had a new member in a while. Why does everything I say sound disgusting? I don't think I've had a new member in a while. Kind of a double entendre. I don't think I've had a new member in a while. Um, I know, I know. When I saw I pushed the wrong part of it, I was just like freeze, freeze. But yeah, when you try to click on someone's name, if you click on the outer part of the little portion where the name is, you either hit the star, you hit the block, or you hit the timeout. So I have to be very careful. So I just pulled my hands back to make sure that I didn't, do the wrong thing. But Church Nelly, did you know that I have a new member? That's disgusting. Okay, that's enough about my new member. Uh, listen, Katerina Kemp, I'm not always as weird as this, but I guess, I may be a little nervous. And when I get nervous, I start telling jokes. So Please forgive me. I'm probably just a little nervous. So, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let me take that away. Um, oh man. Okay. Oh, you guys have no idea. Whenever I have a doctor's appointment, it's like I go into a comedy routine and I cannot stop it because you know how you get a little nervous when you go to the doctor. I go into a complete comedy routine. You will either love to go to the doctor with me or or you will be incredibly embarrassed. I think you may be a little embarrassed. I'm sorry. Let me see what you say here. Been here before. Bank stopped. Oh, okay. That's not for me, but I'm going to be nosy. Ooh, okay. Thank you so much for being here. Um, okay. All right. So there we go. So again, I'm not going to stay on long, but I'm glad we had the chat we had as we started, you guys. I think it was good for everyone. Okay, so there's the Duchess of Sussex walking up the steps. Now, I don't want to make this appear weird in any way because it's not weird. It's just a couple of teenage boys that just happens to be on the the Los Padre team. Did I say it right? Los Padre? Los Padre, right? San Diego Padres. Okay, Los Padres. Yes, there happens to be a couple of teens on the Los Padre team, and kids will be kids. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that they don't always see a Hollywood star. And I think that the Duchess of Sussex is serving like real glam today. And that's what I love about her is that when she's ready to like put her drag on, if you will, she goes for it. And this is definitely it's not overly dressy, but is definitely just a little Hollywood glam. I can't believe they got the thermostat on 68. No wonder my nose is running. Um, I'm gonna put it on 74. God, I'm freezing. Okay, but yeah, um, that's another thing. When I'm away from home, I can walk around with the PC. But yeah, so she's definitely serving just a little glam. I like it. I like it. But the way those kids are looking, I don't like that, and Harry doesn't like it either. I mean, Harry is just like, well, let's take a look at what Harry's like. So I do believe these guys are teenagers. Oh man, what's that, Fatima? Prince Harry has the same look as those teenagers. Well, at a certain point, he had the same look, but then his look seemed to get a little more serious. Let's take a look and we'll see exactly how. Now, you see there? Is that the same look? Sussex Timeline is here. Wow, what an honor. Hi, Sussex Timeline. I'm so glad you're here. Everybody, if you haven't been on the Sussex Timeline, they have a chronological, let me see, chronological examples. Would you say examples? But anyway, everything about the Sussexes over their lifetime is on the Sussex Timeline in chronological order. Does that sound right? I hope I got that right. So if you ever wonder, have their paths ever crossed? Have they ever met before? Have they ever pursued the same charities or that kind of thing? Sussex Timeline is the place to go for that. So you guys, oh good, thank you so much. I got it correct. That is where you want to go. And you know what, Sussex Timeline? Please leave a link right now for Sussex Timeline because I learned a new skill. I can pin it at the top of the chat. Yes, after all these months, After all these months of being on StreamYard, I found out I can do that. So if you would like to leave the link, I will definitely put it at the top of the chat because I think some people would be very interested in the timeline. And anyway, I did it once, so we'll see if I can do that again. But yeah, so Harry looks fit to be tied, doesn't he? Look at Harry. I wouldn't say that he's. What is he? I mean, they're just teenagers. That's all. They're a little starstruck. And the kid over there on the far left, I can't get over that starstruck look he has on his face. So I didn't get a photo of the other guy, but I'm just like, oh boy, I don't know. They may have to change the roster for the team at some point. I mean, I doubt if that's going to happen, but yeah, I think Harry's just like that with everybody. So unfortunately, I have no video from that day, but I love it though. I love it. I love that Harry is so attentive. Okay. And then there you can see the Duchess of Sussex, little top to bottom view from another angle. She's got the glamorous hair. She's got, would you call that a picture hat? And of course, yeah, and Harry is like hanging on to her. I love that. You go, Harry. And then here, so finally, oh yeah, these I'm so sorry, these are out of order. These are out of order. But yeah, I mean the whole thing with the hat and I don't know. I mean, teenagers can be kind of weird under the best of circumstances, but this even goes beyond that. So and since I don't have the other picture, I'm just like, did the other kid not get his little peck on the cheek? Is that why he looks like that? I don't know. I haven't seen the actual video. So I'm just wondering, did the other kid not get his little peck on the cheek? I don't know. Oh, I know, Lydia. I know. And believe me, I'm pretty sure they will come up with something. Oh, especially where, well, you'll see right here. You'll see right here. Um, I think this came before the smooch. Again, they're a little bit out of order, but this came before the big kiss. And then, of course, she wipes her lipstick off of his face. And again, that kid on the left, oh, let's hope he gets a girlfriend really soon, right? That kid on the left needs a girlfriend because whatever he is like the schoolboy crush on the teacher, whatever he's thinking, he needs to stop thinking because we're talking about two tours of duty. So whatever you're thinking, stop thinking. But yeah, I mean, we've all been through that when we were teens, right? So it's all very innocent, right? Okay. Oh, what's that? Responses to Richard Eaton Twitter today. Everybody, hilarious trolling. His invitation to celebrate the Jubilee with him. Example: uh, rather get my Roger caught in a mincer. Oh my God! If that means what I think it does, but okay. Yeah, she's just affectionate. That's all. She's just affectionate. I mean, but Megan is, didn't they say in high school, like everybody had a crush on her? Megan is the one that everybody is going to have a crush on. When you're in high school, there's always that one girl that every guy has a crush on. everybody's afraid to talk to, well, all the guys are afraid to talk to her because they think that she's out of their league, as well as you have the occasional girl that's going to have a crush on her. It's just the way it is, and vice versa. There's always that guy that all the girls have a crush on, and yes, some pubescent young men will also have a crush on him because they idolize him so much. And I think that's what it is. It's just that everything about Megan is so ideal. Uh, oh, believe me, I'm not the one starting this conversation. It is already happening as we speak. But I get your point. I get your point. Okay, so and there, Harry just can't seem to stop looking. I mean, surely we're not the only ones that see this. And then finally, the trophy is held up. This time, as a matter of fact, I remember one time, I think it was Nacho was the one who got to be the very weird meme. And then off to the, look at the baby. Look at the reaction with the baby there. Very, very, very nice. Very lovely afternoon. Um, and of course, this they're very matchy matchy, which is very extremely cool. And then, of course, Vogue magazine has decided to make the comparison. That's a little cringy, the comparison, because as we know, Julia Roberts had a certain line of work. She had a certain line of work in the movie that would definitely exclude her from any real life similarities. Only the polka dots, even the hats bear no resemblance. That hat is rather, smallish. Um, and no, it's not a fedora, but yeah. Okay. What's that being crushed on could say a lot about a person? Oh yeah, I mean definitely. I think so. I think so. Being crushed on says a lot about a person. Harry won the jackpot. Absolutely. Harry is very guarded with the jackpot. Very, very guarded, as well he should be. I think it's very sweet. Is very like Doris Day, like Rock Hudson type of reaction to things. So I think that's really cool. Let me see. Let me see. The worst of all was her childhood traitor. That person, I can't even, whatever that name is, who was secretly jealous of her throughout. And so, yeah, I've heard about that person. I never saw any of the stories, but I heard about that person. So, okay. All right. So, you guys, believe it or not, I only have just a couple more slides. Take a look at this. Now, you guys know what my obsession is about the Queen and vehicles. You guys already know. If you know what my obsession is about the Queen being driven around, go ahead and say so in the comment. Because if there's anything that keeps me up at night with the Queen, I have this obsession about her being in a vehicle. And please tell me why if you know. Uh, Rosalind Gaywood says, Baron, all the haters are still trying to understand how Harry got so lucky. Of course they are. Harry's trying to understand how Harry got so lucky. Okay, my obsession with the Queen in a vehicle. Anybody? Yes, Elaine B. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Oh, Carolyn Tubbs, you got it too. The let me see. Yes, the lips on the dashboard. So when I saw this picture, you could imagine how worried and perplexed and shocked I was when I saw this picture. I was just like, oh, you guys, please. Her Majesty is getting on in age. Do not ride her around like this. Do not ride her around like this. Um, she needs a seatbelt. I saw this and I'm just like, what if she rolls out the side of that thing? You know what I'm saying? This gives me major anxiety. I wouldn't care whose mummy that was. That gives me anxiety. I just keep thinking she's just going to roll over into a bed of flowers and, oh, Philip, just a Philip, you know. I wouldn't want her to roll over into a bed of flowers. I mean, you're driving along, and then all of a sudden you hear someone say, Philip, and next thing you know, it's quiet. Mom, mom, are you okay, mom? You know what I mean? So, um, yeah. It- I think it just makes sense that they strap her in. Even, I'm not beyond the idea that they ought to put a little bubble wrap on her or something. I mean, if you're not going to give her a seatbelt, at least give her some bubble wrap. And the other thing I noticed, there's something missing. They got the queen riding without a blanket on her knees. She shouldn't be riding around with a blanket, without her blanket for her knees. Anytime the queen is seated out in public, she always, unless it's like at, Westminster or something, she always has a blanket for her knees. So you got the wind flapping and everything. That's another disaster. So I'm just saying, if anybody has a way to get in touch with the men in gray suits, write this down. A, she needs a seatbelt. B, she needs a blanket for her knees because just because she needs a blanket. She needs a blanket and a seatbelt. But yeah. Let's see. Also, what's that, Lydia? Baron, I know we are doing a shorter podcast, but just must hear from about, yeah, Angela. What happened with her today? Let me see. I can't remember. I know I saw it on Twitter, but she said something about about the oh, I know what it was. I know what it was. Okay, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me see if I can find that clip with Angela. I think I have it. Let me see. I think Megan, she decided she wanted to wipe his mouth after giving him a little peck on the cheeks and a peck on the lips. She probably has a camera planted in his cheek, so when they come to the jubilee, they're going to they want to destroy the monarchy. She probably, she's a Hollywood actress, and she probably is planting cameras on his cheek and cameras in his collar. She learned how to do that stuff because she's a Hollywood actress. Yeah, that that she's obsessed with them planting cameras everywhere. She's everything is they're planting cameras. Uh, There's cameras in Archie's juice box. There's cameras in Lily's pram. Everything has a camera with her. They're trying to tear down the monarchy. They want to destroy the monarchy. That lady is just as batty as she can be. She is. I mean, just we should just set this aside until so we can all enjoy and regale in the Queen's Jubilee, and perhaps if we just set this aside. She wants to set it aside until after the Jubilee. Yeah, that Angela. Yes, I heard about that comment, and yes, she is a bit batty. Okay, and there's the Queen still without a seatbelt. Maybe if the arms of that chair was a little higher, I would feel better. And Let's see here. Now, see, this is what I mean. Even there in the Range Rover, no seatbelt. But I think if they would have hit brakes really hard, aside from a little lipstick on the dashboard, she probably would have been okay because I am still convinced that I'm still convinced that somebody gave the queen a gummy on the way out the door. Hey, Mom, you forgot your gummy? I think they gave her a little gummy on the way out the door. I'm convinced of that. Maybe it was shaped like a little teddy bear or something like that, but they gave her something on the way out the door. And by the time she got to the horse show, she was good. Maybe they gave her some of that stuff I had. Wee! Wee! Maybe they gave her some of that stuff I had with my hernia. Wee! I mean, her eyes just say wee. They gave her some of my hernia medication. Well, it looks like it anyway. Well, you know what? On this particular photo, she wouldn't even need. Yeah, you know what? She does need a seatbelt because whatever they gave her on the way out the door, she's about to float up out of that chair. She is literally about to float out of that chair. I bet you they got like little weights in her pockets or something just to keep her in her seat. Because otherwise, whatever they gave the queen, she should just literally just start floating out the window. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What's that, Connie? Wee! If you just joined us, I may give an explanation about when I had a hernia, the morphine didn't work, so they went to the next painkiller, and whatever it was, it seems like my gurney was spinning around in circles, like I was on an amusement park ride, and that was the if that feeling was a sound effect, it would have been wee. So if you just joined us, that's an explanation of what we is. Okay, so I think I'm almost done here, but I have to tell you guys, um, trigger warning, trigger warning. There goes Rambolina. I guess someone must have admonished Rambolina since that incident at the tube station because Rambolina is Rambolina, right? Rambolina is looking rough. Now, I've up close, he always has this I'm the fourth child. Most of the public don't even know I exist look in his eyes. I mean, when I saw that photo, I'm like, good God, what happened to him? Look at this guy. This the tough guy that told the guy at the rail station, just step back, right? That's Rambolina, the one who told the guy, just step back. He looks bad. Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened to him. He looks awful. That's Rambolina, you guys. He looks absolutely dreadful. Something has happened to him. Yeah, that's the one with the maxi coat. Rambolina, the one who has a special bespoke maxi coat that he wears on certain occasions, those state occasions, when he wants to be a little flirtatious with the thigh muscles bulging, right? And he's wearing his stirrup pants. Nothing wrong with that. And the way he wields that sword, I mean, who's going to stare? Not I. But yeah, that's Edwina being loud and proud. Yes, non-binary. Okay, so oh man, are we pushing the envelope today? Okay. Uh, let me see. Enters Lurch. I didn't really need to share that. I just felt shady. Enters Lurch. Okay. As Lurch often does. But since you probably are asking, um, where it is. I'll get it right now. There it is, right there. Um, there's okay. Are we good? Yes, there it is. There's Rambolina. Yes, if there's ever an employee of the tube, or should I say the what is it, the Elizabeth line? If you ever bring your mummy to the rail station and a person of color gets too close, call Rambolina and he'll get right on the case. He'll make sure that he's there to say, just step back. That's Rambolina. Rambolina. There's never been anybody as tough and rugged and manly ever in that family. Rambolina. Okay. All right. So away with Rambolina. And okay, you guys, um, don't laugh, but there is a coin that has been forged for William to celebrate his 40th birthday. Now, they took a bit of license with the coin. The original coin was actually sent back because it was too lifelike. So they wanted to change it to something that appeared to be more flattering. So let me show you the original. You see there, 40 for his birthday, a W for the style, William, the Duke of Cambridge, and there's a coronet. So, just so there's no mistaking what his rank is, that is the William coin. So, this is the one that was first forged at the Mint, and people thought it was almost too perfect. They thought it was too lifelike. It almost seems as though he could just reach out of that coin and just shake you until you're dead. So instead of using this authentic image, they decided that they would do something to try to soften up his appearance. So if you are a coin collector, you will not receive this as your commemorative coin. This is what you'll get, right? See, he has a few more hair follicles. He has the nice square jaw and that very steely look of determination, as opposed to the old, decrepit person that he actually is. You ask for this, but you got that, right? Which, of course, just kind of humanizes him a bit because the original, while I think the image is more realistic. I mean, I don't know how they managed. Yeah, you like the first one, Sheila Watson? Thank you. I don't know how they managed to. So, for your consideration, that is the Prince William Duke of Cambridge coin. So, try to get them while they're hot because they're going fast. They are going fast. And they say if you have one of these, they're highly valuable because when they realized the error of their ways, they took them out of circulation. So this is what you get now. So if you find one of these, is very valuable. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Prince William will be willing to donate an organ or to pay good money to get all of those back. So um, you know, just keep an eye out for it. Okay. All right. So with that, I am going to give love to our faves, our queen of everything, Queen Doria, and our Queen of Hearts, Princess Diana. And then I'm going to go back and take a look at a few of your comments. Oh, thank you so much for the super sticker, Lydia Washington. Thank you. Happy Monday to you, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, let me take that away. All right. But yes, you guys keep praying for my brother's surgery tomorrow, and I am going to get up early, and I think it's going to be kind of a long deal. So if I come back home, I may check in a little bit and then go back because I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to sit around the whole day, but we'll see how it goes. I'll know tomorrow and see how things are going. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, I think it's going to be like about 4 hours. So I'll probably come back here. And then maybe I'll just check in. Maybe we'll see. Let's see. Any last comments? Last comments, anybody? The sound is out. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Uh, Mascara, try to reset your device because I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Let me see. Anybody else having a sound problem? Yes, that's right. Play it by ear. Play it by ear. Family comes first. Yeah. Let me see. Yep. Okay. Let me see. Congrats, John Oliver. Using your catchphrase. Oh, really? Really? John Oliver said that? Okay. All right. Well, that is pretty cool. Thanks for saying. I didn't know. Let me see. But everybody else has sound, right? Okay. Thanks. Thanks. Sound good. All right. Cool. All right. Well, you guys, that's it for today. We are going to ginger avenger ourselves out of here. And yeah, you guys, prayers, prayers, prayers. It's going to be very routine. I have a good feeling about it. So uh, for now, I'm forever the optimist. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay, Ginger Avenger. Oh, I need a last comment for the day. I need a last. Oh, that's it. That's it. I'll take that one. I will take that one. Where are we here? Yeah, Murad Marley. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. All right. Thank you so much for that. And Ginger Avenger. Take that away. This screen is like very small, so I am really leaning into it. I'm really leaning into it. Oh, see there, it's so small I can't even find the Ginger Avenger. There it is. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Love you guys so much. Remember, do not be afraid to ask for help. If you are suffering, do not suffer in silence. There is always, always someone there that will listen. Just make sure you find someone you trust, even if it's a professional. But we talked about a lot of things today. So that was one thing that we should all take with us because there seems to be a lot of like illness and loss going through the squad. Again, if you are suffering or if you are having any like if there's even a hint of a question about a mental health thing, get some help. I mean, things are so much more open nowadays. So don't be embarrassed. Don't feel like you need to save face or anything like that. Talk to someone. Okay. Please do. All right. Thank you very much. Oh, the commemorative coin. Oh, I got to get rid of that thing, don't I? I will put it on the community tab, I think. So that way you can share it with your friends. I want to be very shady and put it on Twitter. Yes, that's going to go on Twitter. I'll make sure I put that on Twitter if you guys have Twitter. Both community tab because I want to make sure the record is set that this is the original commemorative coin. They can't pull that on us. All right, you guys, take care, and I'm out.